Hey friends, and welcome back to my channel. So today we are doing yet another theory video about Coraline, because Coraline is one of my favorite movies of all time, and you guys seem to really like it too because you are constantly requesting Coraline videos, so I am all for it. I am happy to keep them coming. So today we are going to discuss what happened to the Beldam, also known as the other mother, at the end of Coraline. But before we get into that, just a little bit of background. Although I know we all want it so badly, it doesn't look like there is going to be a Coraline 2 or a Coraline sequel. And that is for multiple reasons. Firstly, the production company for Coraline, Laika, has never produced a sequel ever. Secondly, Neil Gaiman, the author of the Coraline novel, only wrote one Coraline book, not two. And lastly, Henry Selick, the writer/director of Coraline, has left Laika Productions and is now at Disney. So the chances of a Coraline 2 coming out are extremely slim, and they were always slim to begin with because Coraline was originally made to be a standalone film with no sequels, prequels, nothing. And with that in mind, knowing that we will likely never see the Beldam again, we can discuss what happened to the Beldam at the end of Coraline. So we know that the Beldam was not in good shape at all, because at the end of the movie, when we finally see her true form, she is decaying. She is literally just a bunch of bones with no skin, no flesh, no nothing. And some of her bones have already started to disappear, and she's replaced them with materials. For example, her hands, which have fallen off and disappeared, and she has replaced them with needles, showing us that she is slowly fading away to nothing at all. And she is in this state because her only source of food is the souls of children. In fact, throughout the entire Coraline film, she does not eat at all. In the film, where the other family can be seen sharing meals together, the Beldam actually doesn't eat anything. Instead, she spends the entire time with her attention focused on Coraline, foreshadowing that Coraline is in fact her food. But since the children's souls are her food, she has not eaten in an extremely long time, resulting in her decaying body. In fact, she has not eaten in over 50 years, because the last child's soul that she was able to eat was Wybie's grandmother's sister, aka the sweet ghost girl. And this was an extremely long time ago, mostly due to Wybie's grandmother, because after her sister disappeared, she did not allow anyone to live in the Pink Palace, resulting in the Beldam starving. This is until Coraline moves in. So since the Beldam was in such a bad state, Coraline was really her last chance at living, because she didn't know if after Coraline there would be any more children living in the Pink Palace ever again. And as we can see by her decaying body, her time was running out. And as such, the Beldam did everything she could to keep Coraline in the other world. From giving her extravagant gifts to literally not putting a doorknob on the door to leave the other world, causing Coraline to be trapped. She was determined to eat Coraline's soul, because even after Coraline escapes and makes it back to the real world, the Beldam cuts off her hand and lets it go into the real world to try and capture Coraline. She literally is willing to cut off her hand just to eat Coraline's soul. However, as we know, Coraline escapes and the Beldam is unable to eat her soul. And the Beldam tells us, the audience, that she really will die without Coraline by screaming, "Don't leave me, don't leave me, I will die without you," showing us that Coraline really is her last chance at life. But she wasn't able to eat Coraline's soul, so what did really happen to the Beldam? Well, ultimately, as I'm sure a lot of you guessed, she died. However, her death started a lot sooner than you probably thought. Her death was not long after Coraline locked the door to the other world. In fact, it began the very second that Wybie and Coraline dropped the rock on her needle hand. Because as they dropped this rock on the hand, ultimately killing it, this started a chain reaction and the Beldam began to die. As although her hand was only made of needles, it was still a part of her body. And as such, when that died, she began to as well. Her entire body would have slowly fallen off, all of the materials that she had added over time slowly unraveling, and her cracked face falling to pieces, until eventually all that was left were the materials that she had once used to keep herself together. a few needles, and a couple of buttons. And this would have happened right after Wybie and Coraline crushed the Beldame's hand. And she was finally gone forever, unable to eat any more children's souls ever again. So I'm sure you were all wondering, how did I come to this conclusion that the Beldame did die? Where is the proof? Well, the proof is in the pudding. Actually, it's not. It's in the garden party that Coraline hosts. So at the end of the movie, we see Coraline hosting a garden party with all of her neighbors. And this proves that the Beldame did not go after Coraline again, because if she had, Coraline would not happily be hosting a garden party like nothing is wrong. And we know for sure that if the Beldame was alive, she would have gone after Coraline still, because she was her only chance left. And therefore, Coraline hosting the garden party shows us that the Beldame had passed away. No, I have no respect for her, not passed away, had died. And if that wasn't enough for you, even the final seconds of the movie Coraline are showing us that the Beldame has in fact died. As at the end of the movie, we see the cat going through a portal in the Pink Palace sign back to the other world. Now we know that the cat is able to go in and out of the other world as he pleases. However, his last interaction with the other mother was ripping off her eyes, so I don't think he would exactly be welcomed in with open arms. So therefore, this tiny disappearance of the cat into the other world shows us that the Beldame truly is dead. However, the cat also shows us that the other world, despite losing its creator, is still alive. So what does that mean? Sounds like a topic for another video. And so that is what happened to the Beldame, aka the other mother in Coraline. If you did enjoy this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel because I upload 2 times a week. I upload DIY/lifestyle videos every Wednesday and movie videos such as this one every single Saturday. So subscribe so you don't miss out on more Coraline fun. And if you want to see more of my face, I am on Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter. My links are down below and on the screen right now. And that is it for today's creepy Coraline theory. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys on Wednesday. Bye!